Good morning. Thank you for coming. Welcome to our short presentation about Sonar V Studio 700. So maybe first slide, please. Oh, we won't have up there also? Okay, so the past year has been a very exciting year for Cakewalk, a very important year. We have increased our long-standing relationship with Roland very dramatically. And one very important person in that relationship is Mr. Kimitaka Kondo, who is here today. I'd like to please say hello. So I think maybe 5 years ago or more, Mr. Kondo and I talk about the future and what to do. And I almost can't believe that today we are finally launching this product to the public and introducing it. Anyway, this has been an important year for Cakewalk and Roland, and I think many people probably wonder, what will we do? What's the point of this alliance? And today we're going to talk about a very important first step we're going to take together for that future. So what is next for Cakewalk? I think to understand why we did this, there are 2 points. One point is a long-term trend in which musicians are doing more and more things themselves. So maybe 30 years ago, they would only use a mono or a stereo tape deck to record themselves. And then eventually, of course, the 4-track cassette recorder came along. And maybe the quality wasn't good, but it was a taste of studio technology that a musician could use themselves. And then, of course, we had the introduction of digital recording on the personal computer or a dedicated device such as the AES2008. And as this has evolved, today it's basically normal for a musician to do their own recording, mixing, and production. Not everyone, but many musicians are very comfortable with this whole process. Another important point, some context, is the diode theory. What is the diode theory? Mr. Kakahashi, who many of you know is the founder of Roland, told me this idea some years ago. And his background is hardware and electronics, so he knew a diode is a circuit component that lets a signal go in one direction, but it can't go the other way. So I'm a software guy. I didn't know this, but he explained it to me. And so what does this have to do with music and video? His idea is that for a musician, it's relatively easy to learn how to make video. Obviously, you have to learn a lot and practice, but it's fairly realistic to become good at making video. However, for a video person, to learn how to do audio and then to actually do music is very difficult. It's very complicated. So his theory was, in a world where more and more people do everything themselves, both audio and video, that a musician has an advantage, and that companies like Cakewalk and Roland that create products for musicians also are in a good position to be part of this world. Next slide. So today, or up until today, Roland and Cakewalk have had complete solutions for many different situations, for audio and video, whether it's live performance, recording, or production editing. The one hole, the one missing piece of the puzzle really has been the bottom right corner, which is for production editing and audio. And that is why we're here today, to introduce to you the next generation, next slide please, of V Studio. At this point, the only thing that could be possibly better than me continuing to talk would be for us to watch a video. So I think, let me play a very exciting video for you. Thank you. That looks like a very exciting movie, and it opens tonight at theaters around the country. Okay, at this point, I would like to introduce Mr. Now, why don't we go ahead to Mr. Michael Hoover, who will talk in a little more detail about Sonar View Studio 700. Thank you, Michael.